Brand new traders get bombarded all the time with offers, from software to news to tons of things. It gets overwhelming and you don't know what to use in order to launch your trading career. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you need to get started. Let's go. Well, as we kick it off, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of a prop firm evaluation in this video, but I'm also, since this video is for new traders, I'm also going to be giving away my futures course to one lucky person in the comment section as well. Okay, so you're going to win not only an evaluation with a prop firm for you to trade in, but you're also going to win access to my futures course. If you're getting started as a brand new trader, which I remember when I was a brand new trader, the insane amount of tools that are out there for traders, from indicators to paper trading accounts to prop firms to freaking scanners and news scanners. It's just, the list goes on and on and on and on, and it gets overwhelming. I know it does. And a lot of them are paid. Very little do you find for free. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 tools that I think you could use as a brand new trader, and I'm going to show them to you somewhat in the order that I think you should be using them, that I suggest traders do, because it is very important to not get ahead of yourself when you're starting to trade. Guys, do me a quick favor, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out the links in the description and comment section of this video. And if you want to win an evaluation to get started trading with a prop account, make sure to comment in the comment section of this video, like and share the video, because when we do the next video after this one, I'm going to announce the winner picked from the comment section of this video itself. And you're going to have to show me that you shared the video and you liked. And of course, well, we know that if I chose you with the automatic picker, it's because you commented in the comment section. Now, one of the very first things that I always practiced as a brand new trader myself was paper trading. Now, back then when I started back in like 2016, I want to say, I didn't realize you could use software to do the paper trading. So I literally, and I'm going to try to find it again. I found it last year, the year before. I literally grabbed a notebook. I sat there and I watched level 2 and my charts, and I paper traded with a pen and a paper. It was funny. It was insane, but that shows the dedication that I had for mastering this craft. And I believe we're always students of the market. It's never ending. Anytime you think you're a pro, anytime you think you've mastered it, the market has a way of humbling you. So please always become and stay a student of this market, because it's ever changing. So I would paper trade on a notebook. I would, look at shares of whatever stock I wanted to buy or short, and I would write down how many shares I shorted and the price point and the time by looking at time and sales, making sure that those were something that would get executed. And that's how I paper traded. But now fast forward, we're in 2025, and there is an onslaught of different paper trading tools available to you. I think there are some free with brokerages, but when it comes to the future space, I know certain places like maybe Ninja will give you 2 weeks for free, and that's about it. So where do you go? What do you do? Well, in enters Optimus. Optimus has a software that you can pay for monthly, and you could do resets indefinite. You can change parameters. I'm going to show you all the ins and outs of that software in this video. It is very useful. Then we're going to go on, because let's say you graduate from the paper trading, and when you graduate from paper trading, what you do is you move on to, back when I did it, live cash money trading. Well, in this case, I would say you move on to trading for a prop firm. And Earn to Trade has one of the best systems that I consider for new traders, because it's a very nice, clean stair-step system where you can buy yourself a $25,000 evaluation and end up trading in a $100,000 evaluation as time progresses, after you even get your payouts. No extra fees added to move on to those sim funded accounts. So you'll buy yourself a 25K evaluation, pass it, move on to sim funded, get paid, right? Take payouts. Then you get moved on to a $50,000 live account, hit those parameters, get moved on to a $100,000 live account. And I don't really know of any other prop firm that does that themselves. So Earn to Trade does it. And I think if for a new trader that should be in the confines of a very nice, clean, established step-by-step thing, if they want to become a professional trader and trade for an actual proprietary firm that's partnered with Earn to Trade, then that would be the way to go. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to show you last a free system you could use for news. You don't really need to pay for news if you don't want to. Honestly, I don't pay for news. Maybe in the future I'll pay for some news, but right now I don't pay for a news scanner at all. So I'll show you what I use to just watch news on a daily basis in the pre-market and then during the day and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. And boom, we're right here in the dashboard on the Optimus Flow paper trading account. And as you can see here, it's just like any other typical dashboard, a lot easier to read and understand and absorb with the eyes, if you will. You can see it has my name here. It says it automatically refreshes every 10 seconds. My balance, total P&L. Since I've been using the platform, I've been tinkering around with it, messing around. And if you scroll on down, you'll see your daily snapshots. Right here, you can see the date, the time, right? Stuff like that. Scroll on down, you can see if you have any open positions or pending. And there's reports and such, but I don't want to show you the reports right now because what I really want to show you is where the meat and potatoes of this platform is. Remember, the whole point of this platform is for you to test out new strategies that you can then take those strategies into the prop firm world. So you come here, you click this little magical arrow, bang, trading rules. Now let's say you want to test out a new strategy, or there's a new prop firm that you want to go test out and try out, but maybe they're a little bit too expensive to just go and try out, and they have some rules that you think you might be able to work with, but you're unsure whether or not in the trading environment it actually works out for you. Well, this is the place that you can do that. You come here into the trading rules section and you can pick what you want to do, right? Like if you fail the challenge, what action happens? Nothing, or challenge failed. Right? You can come here into the mode and you can put what mode do you want to use, right? Like for example, I've never traded in an evaluation that had a static drawdown. I've either had a max drawdown or a trailing drawdown. So if I wanted to work on something that had a static, I could do that. Or if you have never traded for a trailing drawdown prop firm, like with Apex, or with Take Profit Trader, when you're in your pro account, you have a trailing. Remember, it trails until it hits your threshold and then it stops and it becomes a static account. But if you want to practice trails, well, then you come right in here and you go trailing max balance, static balance, trailing max equity, right? Trailing session and end balance, trailing session and equity, or a fixed sum if you want to do a max loss. You can just pick whichever one you want. And then you can set how much you want to do in the account, right? Like in this case, we'll say we're going to do $2,000 and we can scroll on down. And the trailing mode, is it in steps or continuous? Selection from the highest or lowest point, right? Okay, so bam, we already got our rules that we want to do. So let's scroll on down here and go to profit target. There's got to be a profit target, one that says we passed, we won. So we'll come here and we'll go. We're doing a $50,000 account. We do $3,000. And then if you want to mess around with the days, but I don't think you really need to. I mean, it's all up to you, right? Consistency. Some places have consistency targets, some don't. It's always good to practice a little bit of consistency. So we'll set that up in there. We'll close that off. Intraday drawdown, right? We have, what do you want to do? Starting balance, maximum equity, start equity, minimum. So you got to pick which one you want to do. And then you can start to fool around with the numbers and make them so that it works for the type of challenge that you want to do. If you want to have a weekly drawdown, you can set that up as well. Maybe you're trying to do a little bit of swing trading. Intraday run up, you can limit that as well. Daily numbers of trades, if you want to limit your number of trades. Are you an over trader? If you're an over trader and you're like, man, I don't want to take 30 trades anymore, you can come on in here and be like, I only want to take the top 3 trades of the day, apply parameters, and now you got yourself a little challenge that you can go out there and practice on, right? So you could do that. And it's really useful for that. I think it's an excellent tool for the trader that wants to kind of fine tune certain things before they go off into an evaluation, or if they want to practice, like they say they finished an evaluation, but they want to try a strategy before they go into their funded or pro account. They can leave their funded or pro account in the prop firm dormant, or provided the prop firm allows that and doesn't make you trade every day. And then you come in here and you can practice real quick before you go over there and execute. Now, like I said earlier, you could come over here and see reports, and that's why I decided to trade in here, is I wanted to show you how the report section works. You can come over here to the overview and you'll see you give you a little overview of your P&L, your equity right here. You can see a little drawdown I had here. I actually think I did that on the very first day I was trading Bitcoin futures. Never done that before. That thing is insane. I thought I liked volatility. Did not really know volatility until I saw Bitcoin futures. What the freaking hell? Insanity, bro. So you got here your balance, your profit, your loss, commissions, number of trades, your drawdown. Let's see what else we got here. Winning trades, boom, boom, boom. Losing trades, max winning trades, max losing trades, and then your averaged out. It's funny, my average out is generally right on point with like typical average. Although I traded gargantuan sides here on the very last trade I took in this paper trading account. And then, you know, do all that. You can come over here, go to see your trade list. You can see the trades you've taken. Remember when I told you gargantuan size? It's crazy. You can see all your trades here. You can see all the green trades. You can see all the red trades. That's a short. Yeah, that's my short. I was like, nah, I did not lose $20,000. So there you have it. We'll come on back over to the dashboard and you could see my balance here. Again, you can change this balance into whatever number you want, which is awesome because let's say you go off to test out a strategy. Oops, you blew up the account, right? Because you tested out the strategy, you tested out the parameters that you might want to see if you're good at or can get better at in order to pass an evaluation or do really well on a funded account, and you blow up the account. Well, in this case, you just come back in here into your balance section and you can just go ahead and reset everything, reset a new challenge, do whatever you want to do. You know, before you do that, I would always say come in here and look at your reports and look at your snapshot and see what you did wrong. You know, where did it go wrong? You know, come in here and look at all these tools before you go off and change parameters and change your balance and reset the account in order to continue practicing. One of the very first things I always suggest that you would do right out the gates when you establish this account and you want to get in there and start tinkering and figuring out how to do things, just go to the video lesson library. Go to the video lesson library. You come here, you're going to have your new user's guide, get started, custom risk parameters. You know, you're going to have everything in a much more detailed fashion, a much more, you know, analytical oriented fashion so that you can do exactly what you want to do and how you want to do it. This video is more of a bullet point so you can understand what the software does, what you can do, its capabilities, and what the case use is for it, which is, in my opinion, it's for you to trade in when you want to start off a new strategy, when you want to test out a new firm, stuff like that, where you can get in there, put in the parameters you want, and fine tune it to see if it suits you. Because look, I'll be frank, there's cases out there, like for example, daily loss limits. I suck at daily loss limits. If you have a rule at one of these prop firms in the evaluation and it has a daily loss limit in it, I generally do very poorly. So I could utilize this tool where I can come in and set a daily loss limit upon myself within its parameters and test it out in the paper trading account so I can fine tune the strategy before I go in and start trading the evaluation I bought. Now I want to show you what the charting looks like, and what better way to show you what the charting looks like and how your order input and all that good stuff works other than showing you a live trade. So here I am and using the software and I'm in a live trade, and you could see where I can actually put trades right off of the chart, or I can utilize the quick buttons here, the fast buttons here, the hot buttons here, and I can also utilize these here, do a simple bracket order, a multi-bracket order. You know, right here you have your mouse click where you click that little mouse and then you can put your trades on in the chart. You can see here as we're breaking out here on NQ, I'm up 900 and change dollars here. Of course, paper trading. You'll see right down here on the bottom left, you could see your balance on the account. It already was at 53,000 and change, and you can see your margin available. You can make a watch list. There's a number of things you could do here. It's basically like any type of account where you would normally do your trading. Beauty of this system or this platform, this software, is in that dashboard where I showed you what you can do, where you can fine tune it to basically practice before you go out there into the prop world, especially if you're brand spanking new. There we go. We put a sell order out there. We're coming right back down to my initial entry. And of course, you know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that level now to hold support here and push up, and exactly what we start to get. We're long here now 3 contracts. You can see here your cancel sell, cancel all, cancel orders, reverse. All your hot buttons are right here at your fingertip. You got your break even. I love that because right there you just click that and you can set a stop at your break even zone. Boop, get stopped out of there. Still up, you know, nicely on the account, but who cares? It's not what this is about. It's about just seeing how it works, right? It's very simple, very straightforward when it comes to the trading. The magic is back here. So briefly, let me show you Earn to Trade. With Earn to Trade, you come in here, you can get yourself a $25,000 evaluation. All right, you hit your profit goal 1750. Don't hit that end of day drawdown of 1500 and your daily loss limit of 550, which is a soft breach rule. You pass this evaluation and you'll go into either a live account or a live sim account. You get the choice on this first step. If you pass the evaluation from $25,000 account and you're moving on, guys, listen to me very carefully, especially if you're new. Get yourself the live sim funded. Don't go with the live account. Why? Look, the live account has a $1,500 trailing drawdown, whereas the live sim has $1,500 end of day drawdown. And what you'll do here is you'll trade within this live sim. You'll hit the profit goals, and when you do, you can take your payout. You can actually take your payout before you hit the profit goal. And once you hit the profit goal, once you've taken also a payout, you must take a payout, you'll get moved on to a $50,000 account. Now, this account is going to be live. No more can you do the live sim. So you will have a trailing drawdown of $2,000 on this one with a profit goal of $3,000. Once you're above your balance, you can take a payout. And once you hit $3,000 total in that account, guess what happens? You move on to the $100,000 account. Again, it's going to be a live account. And here you have a trailing draw of $3,500 with a profit goal of $6,000. Let's say you come in and on the first, 2 or 3 days, bang, you hit $1,500 in profit. You want to take out $500 to pay yourself. You put that in your pocket. You keep working towards making a total $6,000 in that account. Once you do, boom, you graduate to their largest account, which is a $200,000 live account. Okay, your drawdown here is fixed to $194. Okay, so you come on over here, drawdown fixed to $194,000. It's not more. It's not anymore a trailing drawdown. You have a static $194,000 draw. Well, that's the level you draw down to from $200,000. Your profit goal is $11,000. Your daily loss limit is $4,400. This account right here will make you feel like you're trading completely free, like without so many barriers. And the way it works is like that. It's one step at a time. It's your progression ladder. And I think I like that for new traders because it gives you clear-cut goals to go after, and it helps you become very disciplined. If you can manifest disciplined trading out of the gates in your career, it's going to benefit you in the long run. So that's why I like this for newer traders. So let me show you what's going on with Earn to Trade this month. Coupon code all caps JESSAW. Check it out in the description and comment section of this video, along with all the other tools I can recommend. And what you'll do here is you can use that code, and let's say you go with a $25,000 account, right? It's just going to be $60. You're going to get 60% off, and there's going to be zero setup fee because your setup fee, you don't pay it as far as going to live or live sim funded. You don't pay that until you take out your first payout, and then it's just $139 one time and you're done. So you have $60 for the account. If you blow up the account before the month is over and you want to reset it, there's a discount going on in April now. It'll just be $50. That's it. And if you scroll on down here a little bit more, you can see a little bit more about Earn to Trade. They've been in the market for 8+ years. You do have the live path to live trading, actual cash for the firm. There's no withdrawal restrictions and no upfront setup fees when it comes to converting from evaluation to funded or live sim funded or live actual funded. All right. If you want to do the $50,000 account, it's $76. $100,000 account, if you want to start off with that out the gates, it's $140. That's your progression ladder with them on the 25K account. If you come here and you want to do like the 100K account, you can get all the way up to $400,000 in trading capital leverage, and with a drawdown of $388,000. Being what you get. See, your profit goal will be 40. That's, it's the same thing as a 25K. You progress upwards on that one. But that's what's going on with them. And that's why I kind of like them for new traders, because it's like training wheels, if you will. Because you throw me and I'll go trade. And you know me, I trade with a bunch of different firms. You go put me into any of those firms and I'm going to trade how I trade. And that's it. Right? Because I have my system, I have my rules, I have my discipline. But if you're brand new and you just graduated from the paper trading and now you're moving on to a prop account, well, in that case, and you're new, you're going to want to still pinpoint what type of trader you are. You're going to want to still pinpoint your rules, your strategy. You're going to want to pinpoint your discipline. So that's why I really like them for that, because you have these set goals on a step-by-step basis and could help you develop exactly your strategy, could help you develop exactly your discipline, and more importantly, your rules. And then we move on to news scanners and stuff like that. You could spend thousands of dollars a year on that if you wanted. You could, or you could use it for free. And for me, when I'm trading futures, for the most part, I'm not listening to news all day long, and I'm not listening to news live. I see in the moment, like, oh my God, I'm usually not. So what I do is in the morning, I just come on over here to investing.com. I scroll on down and I look at what news we got coming up. What are the upcoming key economic events? Do we have an auction? Do we have an FOMC member speaking? Do we have jobs data? Do we have CPI, PPI, etc.? Do we have any of these data points, macro data points coming out on the day? And at what time are they going to come out? And if, I want to see earnings, I come on over here and I do that. Now, of course, you can get a little bit more details. For example, you come here, you click economic data, you click show all events, and you're going to see everything going on, basically every country involved in the market. So it can get as detailed as you want or as easy as you want. You could see tomorrow's, very important, right? Tomorrow, this is what we have: mortgage applications, mortgage market index, mortgage refinance. Okay, we got wholesale inventories month over month for February, wholesale trade sales month over month for February. We got crude oil inventory, crude oil imports. You just have an onslaught here of different types of news events that are coming out. Tomorrow we got FOMC member Barkin speaking. You got the 10-year note tomorrow, very important to keep an eye on. So everything, you'll have it here, and you don't have to pay for it. You can see this week. You can even go up there and see next week, or you can click this calendar and extend your forecast there and see a little bit further out. So that's what I like to use for news. That's what I like to use for earnings, to just a quick glance, right? You come here, quick glance. You got Walgreens on April 7th. This is what was reported, and you can see all events, see all the other companies that we're kicking off earnings season here pretty soon. So you could see all that, and all of it's at investing.com. Now they do have different things you could buy. You can see they'll have coupon codes every once in a while pop up on the website itself. You can look into that if you like. But at the beginning, you're running a business, okay? And because you're running a business, you need to make sure that you're calm, cool, and collected, and that your overhead is as little as possible at the start. So if you don't need to pay for news scanners for this type of trading, don't. I don't pay for news scan. I might in the future, just because my business has expanded. My profits are bigger. Everything that I'm doing regarding the trading world has grown. I might pay for that, and it's just because I want it, not because I need it or anything like that. You know what I mean? I might not pay for it at all. I might stick to investing.com and just come here and take a look at these things. That's one free tool that I think you could use, and it could be beneficial for you in the long run. And there you have it, guys, my step-by-step guide for a brand new person that's coming into the futures trading and wants to get started. What do I suggest? Obviously, start with a good course, start with some good videos, learn your basics, trade inside of the safety of a paper trading software, move on and trade at a prop firm, and utilize all the free tools that you can in the meanwhile when it comes to scanners and such. Okay, those are my thoughts. Let me know your questions. Drop them in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. Smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll catch you on another one. Peace.